Hi, so we're going to look at how we can take a Google document and make it work as a website editor um, in some fashion. So I don't have to edit my website, daily, and I can still have it be current content that's seems to be edited daily, if that makes any sense. So one of the ways that I like to do this is either with a Google Doc or a Google Slideshow. I kind of like the Google Slideshow option. So you create a new Google slide, and then you can select, a template that you want, or just leave it blank. And it's going to basically be a PowerPoint that I can edit things on. So I could pick one of these, or leave it blank, or do whatever I want and put a title on it. So I'm just going to open up one that I have started already. So if I take this one that has a template background, I added a text box for what I'm doing that week, and I added another text box of weekly days. And that just gives me a place where I can type information for the kids. So this becomes now my website essentially. And all I have to do is publish this and put it on my website once. And I do that maybe once at the beginning of each semester or the beginning of each year even. And then any changes I make just to this Google slideshow are reflected in real time on the website. So let me show you how you would publish that once. So I got this set up on a single slide, and I'm going to go over here to File, and there's a Publish to the Web button. I'm going to click Publish to the Web, and it's going to say Start Publishing. So I can go ahead and do Start Publishing. I can change some of these settings. It's gonna, since it's a slideshow, it's going to flip through slides if I want automatically. That's fine. You can pause it. Kids can pause it, whatever. And then instead of this link, I want to put it as actually embedded in so they can see it. So I'm going to go click Embed, and this is the code that I want to copy. So I'm going to copy that code. I'll log into my website editor, whatever it is that you use, whether it's the School Fusion, whether it's Webs, whether it's Google Pages. I use one called Wix. This is my editor. So in mine, I can just say I want to import this code, and I would just paste that code right in there. And that would give me then this section here that looks like this to the students. And this is what they would see. So if I came in now and went ahead and started adding text to this, maybe on Monday they have Unit 5 assignment, and I can actually then go ahead and make this a link to a file, something that I might have copied and pasted that link to that file there. And I can do this for everything in the week. Maybe I've got a PDF that I want them to read. Maybe I've got another thing, and I can put those in various spots. Or I've got an image that I want to put on there of some kind. I can dump it into the slideshow. And that's going to be reflected in real time because you see it's been saved and it's constantly being published. So if I go back to the website and I refresh it, I would see these changes reflected, written right up there. I didn't have to go back in and edit my website again. It's automatically being published and pushed to the website in real time as I type, pretty much. So then what I might do the next week is I'll just take this slide, I'll right click on it, and I'll say duplicate it. And what I like to do is have the most recent week or the most recent unit be the top one. So I'll go and edit this for the next week. I'm going to be into March at that point. And I could change all of this content here for that week or unit, however you want to maybe do this. And it's just a lot easier to go in, since I'm in Google Drive often as opposed to my website editor. I can always just click on this and edit my new slideshow or Google Doc, and it's being published to my website. So now, since all these changes were saved, I should be able to go back to my web page and refresh that and see the changes reflected. So now I'm looking at that March slide, and I can page forward, and I would go back a week to the last February one. So kids can always come back and say, well, what did we do 3 weeks ago or 3 units ago? And you can have like one slide for every week or one slide for every unit, or however you want to structure it, lay it out. You could even just have one Google Doc for the whole year that you just add stuff to as an outline form that you just edit that way. And your website's always then being updated without actually going into your website editor besides that first time. So hopefully that could be useful to you in some way.